Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to do the shop or drop video. The last time I did my get ready with me video, I was like, I should have done a shop or drop, but I only have 5 products that I'm looking at. These are new. They're going to be launched. I think a couple of them have already launched, and I want to talk about it because I know we're all looking and seeing the same thing. So should we shop or should we drop? Let's start with Mr. Patrick Ta, and he's so cute. I feel like he seemed like he's such a kind, just cool person, like to hang around. He's my friend in my head. Let's look at his Instagram. Girl, when I saw this, I was drooling when I saw it. I was drooling when I saw his Instagram. Oh my God. There are it's like right up my alley, especially those that like the dark gold and that champagne gold. My jaw dropped. I started running around looking on his TikTok. Then my TikTok bestie, she sent it to me. And right away I was like, and this is what I was saying, right? I was like, oh, I don't care how much it costs, I'm getting it, you know. And then I saw the price, girl. I saw that it was a whopping $42 for 2 shadows. And I was like, oh my God. But is it going to stop me? No. So there's no launch date. They're gorgeous. So there are 5 shades. I mean, there are 5 pans. And I love the names on it. It's going to be $42, like I said. So what it is, so it's described a shimmering eyeshadow duo that illuminates the eyes with super fine sparkles and multi-dimensional pearl pigments. Sounds delicious. And it sounds like maybe you can wear them wet to dry. This is what I think. I could be wrong. Let's see how to use. Let's see if I'm right. Apply your shadow as opaque or as sheer as you desire. For a statement look, using a flat eyeshadow brush, apply the darker shade. Packing on, okay. Add a lighter shade, okay. For a subtle look, swirl the finger. Okay, it doesn't talk about wet. Artistry tip. Patrick loves brightening the inner corners of the eyes with a lighter shade. I think you can probably spray a brush. It's so good. Look at these beautiful images. It looks very satiny though on some of the models instead of like sparkly, because when I saw it, I was picturing, you know, his duos, because I have it in Honey, that beautiful shit. I was picturing something like that, but made more for the eyes. And you can see like some of the glitters like popping up. This is how I pictured it. But then when I saw the models, it looks just like a regular eyeshadow with just like a sheen. So now I'm like, what's going on here? But then I see it swatched on the hands, and you can see more of like the pop. So like I said, I think it depends on you, how you're going to wear it. I mean, I guess you can swipe it on with your fingers, maybe like a damp finger. Because the last 2 models, you can see the pop on the lid. I'm purchasing. Let's just get that out of the way. Now, like I said, it's 5 pans, so I'm thinking I want 4. God help me. I'm thinking I want that deep gold, the champagne gold, the top shade, and that pink. I'm not a huge pink sort of eyeshadow girl, but something about that looks like I can mix it in with the gold and it would look stunning. The one that has like the white, I don't know if I would get that. It's very icy. But for now, I'm thinking 4, and I'm hoping it drops during the sale, because right now it just says coming soon. It's actually on the Sephora website though, because before it wasn't. So I'm thinking it is coming soon. So we'll see. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so if I buy 4, it's $168. So that's 8 shades for $168. That's kind of outrageous, because his 12 pan palette, it's 12, right? Did I just burp? I'm so sorry, excuse me. It's like $69, $70. So yeah, 4 times 2 is 8. So $168 for 8 shadows. Let's think about that and let it sink in. Do I really want to do that? I don't know. So, okay, for now I'm purchasing. I definitely know for a fact I want that deep gold. Maybe I can start with the deep gold and the pink and see if I like the formula instead of doing that. So, two. So, $84 for 4 shadows. But it's a purchase for me. All right, next up we have Miss Huda Beauty. She dropped an eyeshadow palette. It's a lot of eye stuff. Like most of this video, most of these shopper dropper is eye stuff. So she dropped the Icy Nude eyeshadow palettes. There's been like a lot of like nude palettes and stuff dropping. When I think of Huda, I always say Huda. I think Huda. When I think of Huda Beauty, I don't jump right away to her shadows. I do own a couple of her eyeshadow palettes. I have the Grunge palette. I don't reach for that palette at all. Anywho. This is the Icy Nude Eyeshadow Palette. It's going to retail for $69. So it's an eye palette with 18 shades of ultra pigmented shadows and innovative textures for a fiercely confident look. When I saw this at first, because I think I saw it on her TikTok, I was like, how is this going to be on deeper skin? Because it's very icy. I think it's very Christmassy. Maybe like at Christmas you put it on, you know, you look a certain way. And I started looking at the images. And I love this image of I mean, she looks like a woman of color, but she's more of like a medium skin tone. I can hear my dog trying to go out. This looks stunning, but you see how the shade is like coming across most of her lid? Somebody with my complexion, I don't know if I can do that. I'll probably have to keep it more like in the tear duct. But I love how this looks. This looks beautiful. It looks so Christmas, like, you know, you get invited out. It's snowing outside. You're going to a party or a nice romantic date or something for, you know, those of you who are dating. It's a cesspool. Anywho, I digressed. And then I saw it swatched on the hand, on the deeper skin, on the deeper hand. It doesn't look bad, but I cannot buy another eyeshadow palette. I just cannot do it. It's insanity, especially when you don't use all the shades. And I love this last image as well because she looks like she's my skin tone, but you notice how they kept the white, like I said, in the tear duct, and it pops. It looks beautiful. It's so winter, Christmassy, icy. I think it's beautiful. I think people are going to buy this palette. They're going to love it. I'm going to pass. Oh, and what I wanted to mention too, going back to the Patrick Ta, because I heard I saw when it first dropped, I was looking at the comments. Oh, he should have put it in a palette and stuff. I get that, but a lot of times people do not use all the shades in their palette. Like, you can rarely find somebody who uses all their shades. His Major Dimensions 3 palette, I could use all those shades, but I keep reaching for 4. And then the others sit there. So I get it. But when you break it down, it's super expensive. But people don't use all their shades. So you have a choice. Oh, I can just have these two, because I wish he would, 2 of those shades from his Major Dimensions 3 palette, I wish he would make a duo. And I would just use that forever. And this icy shadow matches my nails. Yeah, but it's a pass for me. All right, then next we have the Makeup by Mario. So he's coming up with the Ethereal Eyeshadows palette in Moonlight. Of course, the blue pops. The blue popped out right away. As soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, that's so pretty with that blue. But like I had said in my Get Ready With Me video, you buy it for the blue finishes, then what? And it's also a cool palette. I don't gravitate too much to cool palettes. I do own cool palettes. I rarely use them. But I think this is very pretty. And I'm looking at the image of the deeper skin model. Of course, I gravitate towards, when I look at images, the deeper skin, because I am of deeper skin. And that blue looks stunning on her. Very beautiful. But I already own his Ethereal Eyes palette. I own his Master Mattes. I think the mattes in his Ethereal palette is a little better than the ones in the Master Mattes, but I absolutely love his Master Matte. So I think he's getting better, because I think that was his first palette. This looks amazing. But I think if you own his Ethereal Eyes palette, if you own a lot of eye palettes like we all do you really need this? Because I think a lot of people are going to love that pop of blue. But if you do, I think it's worth it because I think it looks so beautiful. The images are amazing. The finishes look so stunning to me. Like the nice, a lot of them look very pearlescent. You can see satins. Looks like it's a beautiful palette. It's swatched on the deeper skin, looks very nice as well. I would love to personally swatch this in Sephora. So whenever I'm around that area, who am I fooling? When I go to Sephora, I'm never around that area. When I go to Sephora, I'm going to swatch this. Not swatch to buy, but just swatch it for myself because I think it's beautiful. And that pop of blue, it's really nice. And this palette also seemed to have a lot of icy tones. So on deeper skin, I guess you can do a lot of like inner corner highlight. It looks like it's a beautiful palette. Looks like it's really pretty. But it's a pass for me. What are you guys gonna do? It's a pass for me. All right, so another eyeshadow palette. Miss Natasha Denota dropped a palette. It's called the Roxa eyeshadow palette. And this looks very pink purple. It retails for $69. That seemed to be the average price for these palettes. So it's a bold and it's limited edition 16 shade constellation of vibrant purple and fuchsia hues, featuring the brand's iconic formulas and debuting a silky matte formula. Now, I can speak on this because I have so many Natasha Denota palettes. I think she makes beautiful shadows. I love the quality of her shadows. This looks very rich, very beautiful, very promising with how it's described, but there's no way I'm buying a purple, pinky hue palette. This is not my aesthetic at all. I don't like purpley, pinky shades on my lids. Never have. I'm not a purple person at all. So for me, it's definitely a pass. But if you like purples and these pinks, you are going to love this palette. This looks really nice. And of course, like I said, I always gravitate to the image of the deeper model. Look at this image of this model. Look at that. This would make me almost want to change my mind and say, oh, I'm going to get this palette just to create this look. It's stunning on her skin. Beautiful winter / fall palette. I think it's the perfect launch, and her makeup and that lip gloss looks so good. Like, I love this image. And for any of you buying this palette, especially if you have deeper skin, I think you guys should save this image and recreate this look. It is stunning. This is so beautiful. So if you like purples and pinks, girl, I would grab this in the sale. I would grab it because it's available. Yeah, you can add it to your basket. It's beautiful. But for me personally, I don't like purples. I feel like I look like a lady of the night and no. So it's a pass for me. All right, guys. So lastly, these scrumdiddlyicious YSL blushes. Girl, I saw these blushes and I said, oh my God, my wallet, please, Lord, make it stop. These are so gorgeous. Now, I don't own a YSL blush or anything like that, but I don't know what the quality is going to be like, but the packaging and the way these blushes look, I mean, we've all got pink blushes and peach blushes and maroon blushes and whatever blushes, but just the packaging alone. And what I love, so look at these images. And what I love so much about this, and this is from Trend Mood, I don't see a price here. I know it's going to launch. I don't see a price or anything. I'm afraid to know the price, but good Lord. I mean, I loved it. The YSL Couture Clutch, I was so impressed with the quality of those shadows. So I'm hoping maybe the blushes will be the same because it's like powder. The color of the packaging matches the blush. And this is why I have got to get some of these blushes. It is so pretty and I can just see it already on my vanity. I'm gonna kick stuff out of my display for these blushes. It is, oh my God, this is like the best packaging of like the last, whatever. Is it the best packaging there? Oh, this is so beautiful. And that lilac looking pink shade, I want it. I want that peach looking shade. These are so good. And it looks as though there's a light, like a soft sort of tangerine orange shade. This is Yeah, this is a buy for me. Let's admire it. These are so beautiful. Oh my God, they're so good. I hope it launched in the sale. Could you imagine? It's probably going to be sold out. You're going to be fighting over the blushes because I'll be like, no. I'll be up at midnight putting them in my basket. They're beautiful. This is a buy for me. I'm looking at it and I want all of it. I don't know the price. Of course, I'm not going to get all of it, but definitely that pink and that peach and that sort of orange shade will be mine. And the blush matches the packaging. Oh, it's gorgeous. I can just reach through the screen and just grab these blushes. They're stunning. Definitely a buy for me. And I know it's going to be a buy for most of you. I don't care how much blushes you have. Like, if you love makeup, for the packaging alone, you're going to get this blush for your collection. And I know I'm right. I dare you to tell me I'm wrong. Right? We're all going to do the same thing. They're beautiful. This is a buy for me. Anyway, guys, oh, I feel so invigorated by those YSL blushes. I cannot wait. Like, I get like certain launches I can't wait for. I can't wait for that launch. I cannot wait for that launch. I'm getting a couple of those blushes. All right, guys. I want to thank you so much for watching, and let me know out of the products I mentioned that were mentioned in this video, what are you guys gonna get? All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.